Hey, good morning. I'm going to try to make another one of these vlogs of comic reviews and stuff. I get cut off because the QuickCapture for some reason gets cut off. But anyway, I'll try not to get cut off, or I'll try to give some extra time at the end. Maybe it'll cut off later. But I like doing this QuickCapture because I don't have to spend time editing, and it doesn't take much time. I can just, just talk and just get it right in there. So I just put up with getting cut off. But anyway, I have about three things to show you. One book that I've enjoyed recently, I just got from the library, is My Life in a Jugular Vein by Ben Snakepit. And it's a really fun book. It's like one of those slice of life comics. It's like comics. It's kind of a little bit like American Elf. And he has like just short, 3-panel comic strips for every day, and it kind of chronicles his life. He's like a punk rocker guy who lives in Texas, which is kind of a strange place to live if you're a punk rocker guy. And it just is it's just his adventures, concerts. He does a lot of traveling, so it's like a little travel log because he goes to Europe and you sing. His band plays there, and he gets in, like, his relationships and his troubles and his just crazy life. It's just kind of fun. You kind of can connect with the guy by reading this. And also, if you to kind of enhance the experience, he has a CD in the back with all his favorite bands and some of his own band stuff that kind of like to play in the background as you're reading his music or as you're reading his comics. So it's kind of a cool, just a cool experience. I really like this. It's his art's, it's not like he's really like Michelangelo caliber, but he's got, he's very expressive. He has very clever ways of showing his experiences and funny ways of drawing, and it's just really, you can get a good look at some of the artwork. It's just fun. That's him, and you see him change his appearance a little bit as it goes along. This is like 3 years worth of comics, believe it or not, but it's really fun to read, and so it's just something you can pick up and read a few comics, and then you get kind of it's a kind of like potato chips. It gets addictive. You can enjoy it. Anyway, that's one of the ones. I picked up a trade paperback at the library because I was looking for work by Peter Milligan, which is a writer that I like, and he's written things like he did the Vertigo series on Enigma and lots of others. Let's see, Gosh with Brendan McCarthy, which is a favorite book of mine. I'll have to do a review on that sometime. And then also London Pop for Vertigo's, big city pop series. He's a good writer. I like him. And this is a very interesting story about this kid Amazo, and it's about that Justice League. There's a Justice League enemy, an android who has all the powers of the Justice League, called Amazo, and he's a big enemy of the Justice League, and he does a lot of things with them. But anyway, it's kind of a classic that way. But he ends up having, through various scientific processes and weirdness, he ends up having a kid who doesn't know he's the son of Amazo, and he ends up becoming, as he becomes an adolescent and a college student, he ends up finding out, and then he ends up, having to grapple with, am I going to become like my father? Am I going to become good and all that? I wish they would have done more with the story. The artwork is really good. Really great artwork with, the Justice League and Kid Amazo. But I kind of wish they would have kept him around. I mean, they would have done more with him. Had the story make it maybe use him later. I don't want to spoil anything. I guess I've already said too much. But it has a lot of interesting twists and turns. A lot of interesting plot twists that are pretty fun. But anyway, good artwork by Carlos Danda and Peter Milligan, one of my favorite writers. I got this #1 of a reboot of Black Panther from Marvel for the End of the Dark Reign, series, and I love these #1 issues because they usually, first of all, I didn't know that Black Panther married Storm from the X-Men. I'm kind of like missed that, and it's kind of cool. And this is kind of starts out the series where it ends up, you know, Black Panther is approached by Namor to join Norman Osborn's, you know, group of superhero, quote unquote superheroes who are actually supervillains, and he declines, and then he gets attacked by Doctor Doom, and it just starts out, it just starts it off, and very dramatic. You know, Storm is introduced as obviously you kind of get the idea that Storm is going to fill in Black Panther's shoes and become a Black Panther superhero. So interesting, I like it, and also it has like little background, you know, descriptions of Black Panther and who he is, and how he, you know, his story. It's kind of fun. I like issues like this. I'm going to try to get the rest of the issues. I kind of like that type of thing. So anyway, that's my big deal here. It's over 5 minutes long. I'm hoping if I get cut off, it'll be during this time. But if I don't get cut off, hope you have a great weekend. And let's just see if I can waste any more time here. Let's see. Let's see. I want to tell you something else. I'll probably get cut off. But I've been reading Henry Miller, and this guy's amazing. He's like the ultimate slice of life author. He wrote this book that was banned in the U.S. called Tropic of Cancer, and it's I can see why, because it has a lot of really, you know, obscene, you know, passages. But it's like just his normal life, and he just tells everything, you know. And but gosh, the guy. I'm loving this guy's work. I'm reading the Tropic of Cancer audiobook, and this is a Henry Miller reader that has sections of his books that are you know, not banned material, but they're good. He's a great writer. He writes truthfully about life and experience, and he's the original stream of consciousness guy. I mean, he inspired Jack Kerouac to write On the Road, and he inspired, and in fact, you know, in a sense, he inspires all the current graphic artists, the graphic novels, you know. So I recommend you checking out Henry Miller. Get the audiobooks. It's a trip, I tell you. But anyway, I guess I'm over. I hope I'll talk to you later. And see ya.